Hello and welcome to the Power Platform Daily Brief, and we are now into August.
I can't believe it. It's August already, the 1st of August.
Well, I'm definitely in August. We just have to make sure you're still with us.
Aye, definitely. This is August the 1st, 2019.
We have had a little bit of a couple of weeks break for holidays and other things that has been going on. It's been quite a busy time in general recently.
I've had a bit of a stressful time and stuff like that, so I've kind of disappeared a little bit, but it's all good now. Everything's on track.
So I'm actually on holiday while recording this, and the next time round, Ian's on holiday.
Fly off to Ibiza. Not a party animal. Don't know why I'm going to Ibiza.
Kevin and Perry.
Vodka, eyeball shots and stuff. We'll never know. We'll see what happens.
Just imagine you on the dance floor in the huff because the DJ's not playing your track. It's just so unfair.
So unfair.
So yeah, there's been loads of different things happening. I mean, we've had the release or the preview release of the PowerApps portals.
Yep, that was the other week that came out.
Yeah.
A bit exciting there, isn't it? Changes that.
Yeah, and it was so easy. I mean, I just sat with one of the guys in the office. He was like, "Oh yeah, it sounds very good. Right, let's just 10 clicks," and we had a form. I mean, we never done anything security wise because you know what I'm like. I'm half baked with stuff. So it was here's a forum, here's an entity, and here's your records coming back. And we literally
So
done that.
form, was that an actual Forms Pro form that you put on it?
No, it was just an actual web page. So
Okay.
A web page that called the events entity and just listed all the events.
Cool.
So it's quite easy to use. I don't think it's quite easy to license though.
That license stuff is a little bit scary right now as to what's going on with that, isn't it? Like, it's massively changed, and it's for that portal particularly. It's now going to be users logging in a 24-hour period, I think.
Right, so I don't have any documentation in front of me, so I am just shooting from the hip. It might be 100% rumour mill, but from what I can gather, for every login per person, you are $2. And that login...
For a 24-hour period, though, yeah.
Yeah, that lasts you for 24 hours. But you'll only ever get charged up to 5 days. So you could log in for 30 days, but they cap it at $10.
Per user, though, still.
Yeah, per user, yeah. So
if you had 1,500 users, you would have
a big bill at the end of it.
Big bill. And is that changing then as well? It sounds like for me that that's going to change in the way at the moment. If I've got a MS portal running and I have someone out with my organisation, they're not a CRM user, they're not a CE user, they don't authenticate with AD, but they come in through the portal to manage their cases or something like that. That's free at the moment, so that's going to be £2.
Yep. Now, I think this will alienate quite a lot of customers who have already put it in. So I've got 3 customers at the moment who have... I mean, it used to be done as well. You used to get a certain, I think it's like 1.5 million page views per month. And if you went over that, you had to pay an extra subscription fee as well.
Okay, yeah.
But we have customers who maybe have 100,000 logins a month. And they may log in. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't control when an end user logs in.
No.
That's the bit that I find difficult. You never know what your bill's going to be.
And obviously it's going to be, I'm assuming it's a 24-hour period from login. It's not like, it's not sunrise to sunset.
No. So Monday morning, I could raise a case. So I log in, I raise a case. Then Tuesday afternoon, I log in to check that case.
Yeah.
That is a new 24-hour period. That's another £2, please, sir, or $2. It's an interesting way of doing it. I don't know how much consulting has been done with partners on this, because I think there would have been a lot of pushback on it. Microsoft still have to make their money at the end of the day. I think it's just
it's still a business model, isn't it? And that's exactly it. Like, it's a business model. It's the way business is moving, and everything is that on-demand login and stuff. I totally get that. I suppose for a lot of people that are maybe using portals and things just now, they maybe want to look at getting that contract set up before these new rules come into play.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. It's they'll also, I don't know if they're going to grandfather the rules in or not, or if you're already in a 2 or 3 year plan, or if you have SA on things. I don't know how it's going to work. I've not really had the time yet to properly delve into it, but I was on a customer site like a day after it was announced, so that was an interesting one.
Definitely some interesting conversations are going to come out of it with partners and customers and Microsoft and things like that as well. It would be just very interesting, I think, is the all we can say on that right now.
Yeah, I mean, even they're looking to change the customer engagement license so that it's I think it's unified operation. No, not unified operations. They're just calling it a combined Dynamics 365 plan. So before you could have CE at $115 per month or unified operations at $190. Now they want to sell you a dual license at $210. But there's other things to that where you might just be able to buy a very basic CE license and then attach different apps, because that was the other way that they were looking at modeling it, was on a per app basis.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is based on model-driven apps that are sitting there within Dynamics, or if that is an actual PowerApp app.
I definitely need to sit down and read all of this. Like, I've heard more about it in the rumour mill, and obviously that is the scary place to be. Even as we know, things change. Like, it wasn't that long ago they were taking away I can't remember what it's called now. You might need to give me the word again, Mark. But partners, etc., that were getting free access to apps, they were going to start taking that away.
The internal user rights, yeah.
That's the one. Thank you, internal user rights. And then they've revoked that and went back on it from Microsoft perspective. So maybe this will change, maybe it won't, who knows, but it's certainly something to be cautious about at this point in time.
Yeah, and we don't know how long. I mean, Microsoft has said that they're changing back on that a little bit, but that's still going to be in their sights. They're still going to look to do something with that. Maybe not this calendar year or financial year, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think. But on one positive, actually, tomorrow we get early access to 2019 release wave 2. So all the stuff lots of people have been talking about recently, like sales insights, customer service insights, market insights, some of that fraud protection stuff, and remote assist and guides and things like that. That's actually coming into play. So we'll get an early look at it before the October release as of tomorrow.
Awesome. Hopefully, remote assist will be out for the iPhone then.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what happens, isn't it? That would be a good thing, certainly for like yourself as an Apple user. There's certain things that we've been having a play with. I've had to give you one of my old Android phones just so that you can get the remote assist field service things and bits and pieces running on that, because it's just not possible on the Apple platform right now.
No, and I think that is to do with getting it verified by Apple. I think the actual product's been finished for a while.
Yeah.
It's just been getting it through the marketplace. So, yeah, no, I'm quite excited about that. You know what I'm like for new things.
Exactly.
If it's something new, I'm like a magpie. If it's new and shiny, I'll look at it, I'll play with it, and then I'll throw it away.
So cutting edge, you actually end up bleeding.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what the shiny thing is the cutting edge, isn't it?
Happy magpie kicking about with its flick knife.
Well, just look at I'm calling it a tour now because I'm actually doing like I think I've got 6 presentations in 2 weeks. So it is the Mark Christie European Tour. But what I'm doing, and you're coming in Dublin to do this one with me, which is running through the kind of customer service journey and how you can utilize the new bits of functionality. So Forms Pro, we can use Virtual Agent, which I absolutely love. That is my favorite toy at the moment.
Yeah, I love Virtual Agent.
I'll be on to something else by the time the podcast comes out, but Well, by the time you've listened to this, Mark is trying something else. But no, it is. I absolutely love that. It's just so easy to use. So
Exactly.
virtually,
We've been looking at the bots and stuff like that with other products, but the virtual agent for the customer service element is just so intelligent with that AI powered bot that it creates, the chats that it has, the fact that you map out the flow so easily, all of that normal stuff that you have with a bot where you have to train it and feed it the Q&A type answers. It just makes all of that so super simple.
yeah. And if you know how much I love a Visio. It is just like building a Visio that actually does something for once. So no. So yeah, so we go virtual agent, Forms Pro, Flow, CRM, field service, work order, remote assist. Now, there was something else that came out recently. Oh no, that's what it was. I actually thought, how do we put this out on the portal? So if we use a PowerApps portal, so the person can actually close off their case at the end of it.
Okay, have you come up with a solution yet, or is that what we're going to do?
No, I think we'll just add the one that's easy to build, add it on the end of the whole process.
Okay.
Or we flip something right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to rethink. I mean, I just want to showcase. I mean, you know what? I'm like, I don't like saying this is the technical part. This is where we put 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. And if you're really clever, you can do 3 to 4. It's like, look, here's a product. Here's some cool things we can do.
Exactly.
Tell me a scenario where you could use it, or a scenario where you have used it, to get people in the room thinking of the possibilities.
Well, this is exactly that. If you go around and just don't present that way, do we? Where it's not that it doesn't work. It's just for us, it's not our style. Where it's a case of, this is exactly the process I've done. This is the journey I went on. It's more of a, let's go on the journey together and let's talk about it together and see where we can end up and see the power of what all of this can do, and just try and do some inspiration from it.
Yeah, and it's more like an interactive workshop or a round table more than anything.
Yep.
I think it's just because we like to sound our own voices, though.
Aye, sometimes.
So on that note, I think we can wrap up, can't we?
Yeah, no, it's definitely been good chatting this week. It's good to be back, and obviously I'm not here next week, but I'm sure we can do something. Maybe call you from the pool. We'll see what happens.
Well, don't be no. You are not phoning me from the pool, sitting splashing your feet in the water. In fact, you could call from the pool and we could actually see what we could remote assist and fix at that point.
Well, the new release and all that's out, so you never know. You never actually know.
Oh, sorry, Ian's beard has got caught in the plug hole of the spa. How can we remote assist and fix that?
I might need to get a idea. It's so hot over there just now, so we'll see. But on that note, peeps.
Catch you later.
Catch you all. Bye.
Right.